Good evening, everybody. A very good evening to all of my dear students. I welcome all of you in the lecture number 7 of the control system classes. We are discussing about the transfer function of the system. This will be the third lecture on the transfer function. We have already completed the 2 lecture on the transfer function. We have already learned what is the transfer function is and how we can find out the transfer function if the differential equation of a system is given. The transfer function is basically the characteristic of the system. It is the Laplace of output variable to the Laplace of input variable. We have to remember one thing: whenever we are finding the transfer function of the system, we assume all initial condition of the system is equivalent to 0. If the system have any initial condition, still we will assume that the system does not have any initial condition. We assume that all initial condition of the system is equivalent to 0. That means we don't consider the past history of the system if we are finding out the transfer function. So this is the free initiative taken by the critics channel. This is totally free class where we are discussing about the detailed theory and all the numerical that is previously asked in the GATE exam and the EAC exam. So this is the complete solution for the control system. After attending these classes, you will be expert in the control system. You can appear in any exam, whether it is a GATE exam, whether it is a EAC exam, whether it is your semester exam. Even it is equally beneficial for your diploma holder student. So मेरा यहाँ पर aim है, we will try to make this control system as easier as possible to you. So किसी भी तरह का कोई प्रॉब्लम आपको कंट्रोल सिस्टम में नहीं हो, इसके लिए हम लोग ये क्लास अटेंड कर रहे हैं. बट यू हैव टू डू टू थिंग. फर्स्ट, you have to like this session, and second, you have to share this session as much as possible. You have to share this session to your WhatsApp group. You have to share this session to your Facebook group. You have to share this session to your college group. यानी जितनी भी जगह पॉसिबल हो आपको इसको स्प्रेड करना है. You have to spread this session like a कोरोना डिजीज. बिल्कुल कोरोना की तरह आपको इसको स्प्रेड कर देना है. सब जगह पर स्प्रेड हो जाना चाहिए. यानी हर इलेक्ट्रिकल और इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स या इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन के बच्चे के पास में ये वीडियो अवेलेबल होना चाहिए. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट द क्लासेस. Before starting the class, let me introduce myself. I am Ajay Gupta. I got the single digit rank both in the GATE exam and the EAC exam. I got the second rank in the EAC with the electrical branch. I qualified EAC with electrical and electronics both the branch. Yes, I qualified EAC with electrical and electronics both the branch. I also work as a IRS officer and as a senior engineer in the Power Grid Corporation of India. I have more than 15 years of teaching experience. Generally, I take the subject electrical machine, power electronics and the control system. Ajay11 is my coupon code. If you are going to take the subscription of the Unacademy Plus, then use this coupon code Ajay11 so that you will get the 10% immediate discount. Now, before starting the class, let me inform you about the Plus subscription of the Unacademy. The Unacademy provide the online coaching to all the engineering students, whether you are preparing for the GATE exam, you are preparing for the EAC exam, or you are preparing for the SSC or any bank exam. So what is the benefit of Plus subscription? No doubt you can take the class. We are also providing the free class at the YouTube. We also provide the free class at the special class of the Unacademy app. But there is some advantage of the Plus subscription. If you want to take the Plus subscription, what you will get? You will get the free live class. You will get the free live class. It is not the recorded class. You will get the free live classes. We also started the rank improvement batch from the 15th of this June. We started the rank improvement batch. Where we are targeting the 3000 to 4000 new question. It is not the previous year question. We will try to do 3000 to 4000 new टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन। जो लोग पहले से गेट एग्जाम में अपियर हो चुके हैं, दे हैव सिक्योर्ड द मार्क्स ऑफ 40 to 50, उनको नए क्वेश्चन की प्रैक्टिस करनी चाहिए। फॉर दैट वी आर डूइंग इन द रैंक इम्प्रूवमेंट बैच। देर इज नो एलिजिबिलिटी क्राइटेरिया टू अपियर इन द रैंक इम्प्रूवमेंट बैच। अगर आप प्लस सब्सक्रिप्शन लेते हैं तो आप जितने भी कोर्सेज प्लस के अंदर चल रहे हैं, यू आर एलिजिबल टू टेक क्लास एनी वेयर, यू कैन अटेंड एनी बैच। दिस इज द मेन एडवांटेज ऑफ प्लस सब्सक्रिप्शन। We also start the crash courses so that your course will be revised before the GATE and the EAC exam. All the classes is conducted in Hindi as well as in English medium. If you are comfortable with the English language, then you can attend the class of the English batch. If you are comfortable with the Hindi batch, then you can take the class in the Hindi batch. There is always a doubt clearing classes. It is very important because after every 3 class, the one class will be the doubt clearing classes. That means the 25% of the class that you take in the plus subscription, it is a doubt clearing classes. That means your every query will be answered here. No query will be unanswered. यानी जो भी आपको डाउट है वो पूरा का पूरा डाउट क्लियर हो जाएगा, so that when you will sit in the GATE or EAC exam, यू विल फील मोर कंफर्टेबल। आप उतना ही कॉन्फिडेंट फील करेंगे, उतना ही बेटर आप परफॉर्म करके आएंगे। टू मॉनिटर योर प्रिपरेशन, वी ऑलवेज कंडक्ट द वीकली टेस्ट इन द प्लस सब्सक्रिप्शन। सो व्हाट यू हैव टू डू टू टेक द प्लस सब्सक्रिप्शन? फर्स्ट, डाउनलोड द अनअकैडमी ऐप। When you will able to download the Unacademy app, go to the GATE and EAC section. Go to the GATE and EAC section and click the button GATE subscription. When you click the button GATE subscription, there is, you can take this subscription for 1 month, you can take this for the 3 month, you can take this for the 12 month, you can take this for the 24 month. But I always recommend you take the long term subscription. It is always beneficial, especially the student who are in the first year, second year and third year. He has to take subscription for the 24 month. What you have to do? You have to apply my code AJAY11. Why you are going to apply AJAY11 code only? Because if you are apply my code AJAY11, then I will be your guide for throughout the year. जो भी आपको चाहिए होगा, जिस तरह की भी गाइडेंस आपको चाहिए, you can free to ask me if you are able to, if you will use my code AJAY11. ध्यान रखिए, आपको भी मेरी तरह टॉप रैंकर्स के अंदर आना है। Whenever you apply the AJAY11 code, you will immediately get the 10% discount. That means your first year fees will be reduced to 22,500 and the 2-year fees will be reduced to the 27,000 rupees. आप किसी भी मोड से पे कर सकते हैं। यू कैन पे बाय क्रेडिट कार्ड एंड द डेबिट कार्ड। अगर वन टाइम पर आप पे नहीं कर सकते, देन द EMI फैसिलिटी इज ऑल्सो अवेलेबल। The EMI facility is also available without any interest charges. Now we will discuss the transfer function. Already 2 lecture we have completed. Yesterday we completed how we will find out the transfer function if the differential equation of a system is given. If a differential equation is given, what you have to do? Just you have to take the Laplace of differential equation and assume all initial condition is equivalent to 0. The one important thing that you have to remember, that important thing is that if any constant term is present in the differential equation, we will assume this term as a 0 because the constant term represents the initial condition of the system. And when we are going to write down the transfer function, we imagine all the initial condition of the system is equivalent to 0. Now we come to the second type of question that is asked in the exam. The second type of question may be the transfer function of the system, transfer function of electrical system. If the electrical system is given, how we will find out the transfer function of electrical system? The control system may be either electrical system, it may be the mechanical system, it may be the pneumatic system, it may be the hydraulic system. So if the electrical system is given, how we are going to find out the transfer function of the electrical system? I am writing down the steps how we will find out the transfer function of an electrical system. So this is the steps. You have to follow these steps only. Any layman can do. Even अगर कोई आर्ट्स का स्टूडेंट है वो भी यहाँ पर ट्रांसफर फंक्शन लिख देगा. You have to follow these steps only. The first step is convert the electrical system or electrical network into S domain. We convert the given electrical system into the S domain. What you have to do? You have to replace R by R, L by SL, and C by 1 upon SC. In the S domain, the L is become SL. If initial condition is equivalent to 0, then L is equivalent to SL only, and the C is equivalent to 1 upon SC. The input variable and output variable is also converted into S domain. That means if initial voltage is given VIT, it is converted into the VIS. Now the variable will be not the function of time, it is become the function of S when you convert the electrical network into the S domain. Now what is the second step? Second step, once you have got the electrical network into the S domain, you have to find out only the Laplace of output to the Laplace of input. To finding the Laplace of output to the Laplace of input, you have to use either Kirchhoff voltage law, Kirchhoff current law, voltage division law, current division law, Mesh equation, nodal equation, whatever you want. You have to apply the network theory to find out the Laplace of output to the Laplace of input. Now using knowledge of network theory, that means you may apply the KVL, you can apply the KCL, you can apply voltage division rule, you can apply current division rule, you can write down the Mesh equation, you can write down the nodal equation. Any method you can follow to find out Laplace of output to the Laplace of input. Which will be transfer function of electrical system. एक चीज आपको ध्यान में रखनी है, अगर मैंने L को रिप्लेस किया है SL से एंड C को रिप्लेस किया है 1 upon SC से, दैट मीन्स आई हैव ऑलरेडी एज्यूम द इनिशियल कंडीशन इज इक्वलेंट टू 0. यानी इंडक्टर के थ्रू अगर इनिशियल करंट फ्लो हो रहा था, वी हैव एज्यूम इज इक्वलेंट टू 0. अदरवाइज इंडक्टर, अगर आप इंडक्टर को ड्रॉ करते हैं, if it is a inductor and initial current I0 is flowing through the inductor, what it's the equivalent circuit? Its equivalent circuit will be a impedance of SL magnitude and the voltage source of the magnitude of L I0. I0 is the initial current that is flowing through the inductor. So if I assume that I0 is equivalent to 0, then this voltage source is become equivalent to 0. The voltage source 0 means it is like a short circuit. So the L will be replaced by SL only. L को अगर आपने SL को replace किया है, that means आपने जितने भी initial condition को 0 मान लिया है. Similarly, if you are replacing C by 1 upon SC, you have assumed that the initial voltage across the capacitor is equivalent to 0, यानी initial कंडीशन को 0 करना हमने यहाँ पर इसके अकॉर्डिंग कर लिया है when you are replacing L by SL and the C by 1 upon SC. So I take one example so that it will be clear to you how you will find out the transfer function of a electrical network. Suppose I have a resistor, a inductor and a capacitor. And there is a capacitor here. This is my electrical system or electrical network. Resistor, inductor and capacitor R, L and C. Suppose if the input signal, here is the input signal, is equivalent to VIT. This is the voltage I am applying, and the voltage across capacitor, it is the output voltage. I am getting the output voltage. It is as a voltage across capacitor. That means it is my input signal and this is my output signal. So what I will do, I will convert this electrical network into the S domain. When you convert electrical network into the S domain, what you have to do? You have to replace R by R, L by SL, C by 1 upon SC, and input variable and output variable. It is also converted into the S domain. So what it will be? Suppose VIT, I have converted into the S domain, so it is become VIS. R will be R only. L is become SL, C is become 1 upon SC, and VIT, it is become V naught by S. Now you have to use only the knowledge of network theory to find out the Laplace of output to the Laplace of input. We will find out the V naught S divided by VIS. Suppose if I use the voltage division rule. We can use the voltage division rule. Why we can use? Because R, L and C, they are connected in series. There are only the one path that in which current is flowing. That is only one path of the current. So V naught S, it is the impedance across C, and the impedance across C is the 1 upon SC. When you convert it into the S domain, it has become 1 upon SC. Sorry, I will write down in the next slide. I am using voltage division rule. So V naught S, the voltage across capacitor. So what will be the voltage across capacitor? V naught S. The voltage across capacitor will be the impedance of this capacitor. It is the 1 upon SC divided by sum of all the impedance. Sum of all the impedance is the R plus SL plus 1 upon SC. It is the R plus SL plus 1 upon SC multiply by the source voltage. The source voltage is the VIS. So I use the voltage division rule. So V naught S upon VIS, that I have to find out, because what is the transfer function? The Laplace of output to the Laplace of input. So if I write down the V naught S divided by VIS, it is equivalent to 1 upon SC divided by R plus SL plus 1 upon SC. So this is the transfer function of that electrical network. It is as simple as that. Only two steps you have to follow. You have to convert the electrical network into the S domain and then use the knowledge of network theory to find out the Laplace of output to the Laplace of input. Is it clear? किसी को कोई डाउट हो तो चैट बॉक्स में लिख के बताइए. Any doubt? Okay, good, no doubt. I will give some question as a homework so that you can do some practice. अगर आप खुद करेंगे तो ज़्यादा beneficial होगा. As much as problem you try to solve, it will be beneficial to all of you. So we have find out the transfer function if the differential equation of a system is given. The second type of question we have already done. We can find out the transfer function if the electrical system is given. Now the third type of question that is asked in any exam, the transfer function of any mechanical system. A mechanical system is given to you and they will ask you what is the transfer function of this system. So we come to the third type of, that is the transfer function of a mechanical system. If any mechanical network is given to you and you have to find out the transfer function of the system, how you are going to find out the transfer function of a mechanical system? Because the electrical system it seems to be easy, but the mechanical system it may be difficult. देखिए, we have already learned if the differential equation of system is available, then we can find out the transfer function by taking the Laplace of that differential equation. So first what we will do, if any mechanical system is given to you, you will write down the differential equation of that mechanical system. How we write down the differential equation of that mechanical system? I have already told you in the mathematical modeling. First we have to draw the mechanical nodal diagram. If you draw the mechanical nodal diagram, then you are able to write down the differential equation by comparing it with the standard form of the differential equation. Once you got the differential equation of the mechanical system, just you have to take the Laplace and you will find out the transfer function of the system. So I am going to write down the step. You have to follow this step one by one only. Anybody can do. Even and the layman can find out the transfer function of a mechanical system if you follow this step. The first step is that the mechanical system is given. First you have to draw the mechanical nodal diagram. I have already discussed how we will draw the mechanical nodal diagram in the mathematical modeling of the control system. If you are new in this channel, अगर अभी आपने देखना स्टार्ट किया तो पहले के आप वीडियोस को जरूर देखें. आप अभी से क्लास कंटिन्यू कर सकते हैं, बट साइमल्टेनियसली यू शुड ऑल्सो वॉच द प्रीवियस वीडियो. So first step is that draw the mechanical nodal diagram. Second step, write down the differential equation. Once you have drawn the mechanical nodal diagram, then you can write down the differential equation that we have already discussed. How you will write down the differential equation? Write down the differential equation for the nodes. Once you have write down the differential equation, then you already know how you find out the transfer function if the differential equation of the system is given. So differential equation अगर आपको पता लग गया, then you can find out the transfer function. जो मैंने पहला method बताया था, how you will write down the transfer function if the differential equation of the system is given. Then third step is find out the transfer function of the system. Transfer function of system. We will take the example so that it will be more clear to you, and I will give some question based on this so that you will try this question at your home. So suppose I am taking one example of mechanical system. This is the question that is asked in the EAC exam. It was asked in the EAC objective exam. A mechanical system is given. Here this is a reference. Here also the reference. One spring element whose spring constant is the K1. Second spring element whose spring constant is the K2, and this is the mass M. The force is given, the force is applying on the mass M, and due to this force there is a displacement of mass is the X. Due to this force, that means the force is my input and X is my output. This is the example of a mechanical translational system in which input is the force and output is the linear displacement. The question is that find out the transfer function of the system. Find out the transfer function of the system. So what you will do, the first step say that you have to draw the mechanical nodal diagram. यानी आप इसका mechanical nodal diagram बनाएंगे. What is the first step to draw the mechanical nodal diagram? First you have to draw the principal node. We will draw the principal node equal to the number of displacement. So this mechanical system have only one displacement X. So first we will draw one principal node X. This is the principal node X. The second step that in addition to the principal node, you have to draw one node which is with one additional node which will be the reference node. Now you have to connect all the element between this node and the reference node. ध्यान रखिए, अगर आपको नहीं भी आता तब भी आपके पास में we have only two node. That इसका मतलब इन दोनों के बीच में जितने एलिमेंट कनेक्ट होंगे, first I connect the mass element. The mass element is connected is always between the principal node and the reference node. So principal node is the X and the reference node is the, this is the reference node. So you will connect the mass element between principal node and this reference node. So just we have connected the mass element. Now how you will connect? No damping element is present, but two spring element is present. Now we will see where these two spring element will be connected. See the both end of K1. This end is connected with the mass M and the node of mass M is the X. So this is the node X and this end is connected with the reference. So K1 will be connected between K node and the reference node. Come to the K2. It has these two ends. This end is connected with the reference and this end is connected with the mass M and the node of mass M is the X. So K2 is also connected between X and reference. So both K1 and K2 is connected between the X node and the reference node. So we will connect these two spring elements between the X node and the reference node. Two spring constant K1 and K2. Now we have to apply the force. There is a one force and the force is always connected between the principal node and the reference node. So it will always be connected between the principal node and the reference node. So connect the force between the principal node and the reference node. So I have connected force here. Is it okay? इसको हम लोग बहुत बार डिस्कस कर चुके हैं. How we will connect the force? The force is always connected between the principal and the reference node. the mass is always connected between the principal node and the reference node. But spring element and damping element, it may be connected between two principal node, it may be connected between the principal node and the reference node. It will depend upon their position. So this is my mechanical nodal diagram. I have drawn the mechanical nodal diagram of that mechanical system. This is the mechanical nodal diagram. Okay. Now I have to write down the differential equation of this system. We will use the standard form of the differential equation. The standard form of the differential equation is the fmd square x upon dt square plus f dx by dt plus kx. This is my standard form of the differential equation. So I will write down the differential equation for this mechanical nodal diagram. We write down the differential equation for the each node, and here we have only a single node x. So I will write down the differential equation for the node x. Node x. What I will use? I will use the standard differential equation. F is connected with the node x? Yes, f is connected with the node x. So write down the f here. Then m any m is connected with the node x? Yes, m is connected with the node x. So it will be md square x upon dt square then damping element. Any damping element is connected with the node x? No damping is present. So the in place of f it will be 0. Then kx, spring element. There is two spring element. One is the K1 and second is the K2. The K1 is connected between the X and the reference node. Similarly, the K2 is also connected between X and reference node. So it will be K1 into X plus K2 into X. So ultimately this differential equation is become F is equivalent to md square x upon dt square plus K1 plus K2 multiply by x. K1 plus K2 multiply by x. This is the differential equation of the given mechanical system. So once you got the differential equation, you can find out the transfer function. What you have to do? You have to Laplace of this differential equation and assume all initial condition is equivalent to 0. So I take the Laplace of this differential equation. See what you have to find out. What is the input signal? The input is my force. I am applying the force, and due to this force, the linear displacement occurs. The output is the x. So the transfer function will be the Laplace of output variable to the Laplace of input variable. Then that means we have to find out the ratio of x's by fs. So x and f and x, these are the two variables. F is the input variable and x is the output variable. So I am doing the Laplace of this differential equation. So the variable is converted into the s domain, fs, m d square x upon dt square. It will be the s square into xs. All initial condition you assume it to 0. So the all other terms will become 0. And it is become k1 plus k2 xs. If I take xs as a common, then it is become ms square plus k1 plus k2. Is it clear? I am taking the x's term common, so it is become ms square plus k1 plus k2. This is in the s domain, and what I have to find out? The x's by fs, which will be the transfer function of the system. So what will be the x's by fs? So ultimately x's upon fs will be x's upon fs. See from the previous slide, x's upon fs, 1 upon ms square plus k1 plus k2, 1 by ms square plus k1 plus k2. So this is the transfer function of the given mechanical system. This is become transfer function of the given mechanical system. It is as simple as that. What you have to do, you have to just follow the step that I have write down for you. The first step is that you have to draw the mechanical nodal diagram, and from mechanical nodal diagram write down the differential equation. Once you are able to write down the differential equation, then take the Laplace of that differential equation, you will get the transfer function of the system. Is it clear? कोई doubt हो तो पूछिए. Any doubt? Otherwise we move forward. So today we have done the transfer function of electrical system and the transfer function of a mechanical system. The fourth type of question that come into the exam, the transfer function if signal response is given. If the signal response is given, how you will find out the transfer function of the system. So we move to that type of question. Transfer function if signal response is given. You have to find out the transfer function if signal response is given. First we will try to understand what is the meaning of signal response. Suppose if I have a system and I draw the block diagram of the system. This is system. System is defined by a transfer function. We give the input signal to the system and we get the output. If it is a control system, we will get the control output and the desired output. So in any system we give the input and we get the output. आप input देते हैं, output मिलता है. So we are applying a signal here. We applying a signal here. Any signal, any input signal I am applying. This is the signal. That means I can apply the impulse signal, I can apply the step signal, I can apply the ramp signal, I can apply the parabolic signal. If you apply any signal at the input, at the output, you will get that signal response. You will get that signal response. Response means the output. Signal response means what is the output if the particular signal is applied at the input. Yani if I am applying the impulse signal here, I will get the impulse response. If I apply the step signal here, I will get the step response. If I apply the ramp signal, I will get the ramp signal, ramp response. Is it clear बच्चा लोग? यहाँ तक क्लियर है आपको? जो भी सिग्नल हम अप्लाई कर रहे हैं उसी का रिस्पॉन्स मिलता है. अगर आपने इम्पल्स सिग्नल अप्लाई किया आपको इम्पल्स रिस्पॉन्स मिल जाएगा. स्टेप सिग्नल अप्लाई किया आपको स्टेप रिस्पॉन्स मिल जाएगा. रैम्प सिग्नल अप्लाई किया रैम्प रिस्पॉन्स मिल जाएगा. पैराबोलिक सिग्नल अप्लाई करने पर पैराबोलिक रिस्पॉन्स मिल जाएगा. यस एवरीबडी. So if you have given any signal response, that means you have given the impulse response, you may be given the step response, you may be given the ramp response, and you have to find out the transfer function of the system. So we have already discussed yesterday the Laplace of impulse response is the transfer function of the system. If the impulse response is given, you take the Laplace of impulse response, it will be the transfer function of the system. This is for impulse response only. What is the impulse response? If I am applying the impulse signal as a input, unit impulse signal, then the output will be the impulse response. The particular signal response. Similarly, if I apply the step signal at the input, the output will be the step response. If I apply the step signal, then what output I will get? It is called the step response. Similarly for the other signal also. If I apply the ramp here, you will get the ramp response. So if any response is given, if you have given the impulse response, step response, parabolic response, then how you will find out the transfer function of the system? How you will going to find out the transfer function of the system? Suppose we already know the Laplace of impulse response is the transfer function. तो अगर आपको impulse response given है तो डायरेक्ट आप उसका Laplace करके you can find out the transfer function. But what about if step response is given, if ramp response is given, if the parabolic response is given, तब आप उसका क्या करेंगे? तो देखिए, you know this, the derivative of step signal is the impulse signal. If you do the derivative of step signal, you will get the impulse signal. ये आपने सिग्नल सिस्टम के अंदर रीड किया होगा, इसी को लेके चलते हैं. If we do the derivative of step response, step signal, it is the input and this is the output, I will get the impulse response. I will get the impulse response. That means if step response of a system is given, what you will do? You will take the derivative of step response, you will find out the impulse response, और एक बार अगर आपको impulse response मिल गया, उसका आप Laplace करिए, it will be the transfer function of the system. Similarly, the derivative of ramp signal, it is a step signal. So the derivative of ramp response it is become step response. Once you get the step response, again you have to do the derivative so that you can find out the impulse response. आपको impulse response मिल जाएगा. Suppose similarly the derivative of parabolic signal is the ramp response, is the ramp signal. So the derivative of parabolic response will be the ramp response. Is it clear? The derivative of parabolic response will be the ramp response. When you find out the ramp response, again do the derivative, you will get the step response. Once you find out the step response, again do the derivative, you will get the impulse response. और एक बार अगर आपको impulse response मिल गया, so we all know the Laplace of impulse response is the transfer function. Transfer function of the system is nothing but the Laplace of impulse response. यानी any signal response is given, first you find out the step impulse response, and once you find out the step response, take the Laplace of this impulse response, it will be the transfer function of the system. Is it clear to you? एक एग्जाम्पल ले लेते हैं, उससे आपको और ज्यादा क्लियर हो जाएगा. I'm taking the example of the previous year gate question. This is my previous year gate question. The step response of the system is equivalent to t raised to the power minus t. The step response of the system is t e raised to the power minus t. What will be the transfer function? Transfer function of the system. What is the meaning of step response? If I am applying the step input here, I am getting the output which is equivalent to t e raised to the power minus t. What will be the transfer function of the system? So we will use two methods here to find out the transfer function. As per the method number 1, see, अभी हमने फाइंड आउट किया था what you require to find out the transfer function. You require the impulse response. आपको impulse response चाहिए, but impulse response is not given. You have given the step response. But if the step response is given, you can find out the impulse response. How you will find out? The derivative of step response is the impulse response. आपको याद रखने की जरूरत नहीं, आप खाली ध्यान रखिए कि स्टेप सिग्नल का डेरिवेटिव इम्पल्स सिग्नल होता है, तो स्टेप रिस्पॉन्स का डेरिवेटिव विल बी द इम्पल्स रिस्पॉन्स. सो स्टेप रिस्पॉन्स, first I will do the derivative of step response. I will find out the impulse response, then I will take the Laplace of impulse response. So first I am finding out the impulse response. Impulse response is the derivative of step response. And what is the step response? It is given in the question t e raised to the power minus t. T e raised to the power minus t. Take the derivative of this. It will be the t minus e raised to the power minus t plus e raised to the power minus t, and that derivative of t is the 1. So it will be e raised to the power minus t minus t e raised to the power minus t. It has become the impulse response. Once you have the impulse response, just take the Laplace of this impulse response, you will get the transfer function of the system. So the transfer function of the system, it is nothing but the Laplace of impulse response. The Laplace of e raised to the power minus t, it is a 1 upon s plus 1. The Laplace of t e raised to the power minus t, it is a 1 upon s plus 1 whole square. So ultimately, if I take the common s plus 1 whole square, it will become s plus 1 minus 1, s plus 1 minus 1. So it is become s upon s plus 1 whole square. Is it clear? बहुत सिंपल है, आपको सिर्फ इम्पल्स रिस्पॉन्स फाइंड आउट करना है, एंड फ्रॉम द इम्पल्स रिस्पॉन्स यू कैन फाइंड आउट द ट्रांसफर फंक्शन ऑफ द सिस्टम. सेकेंड मेथड भी डिस्कस कर लेते हैं. वेट 2-3 more मिनट. मेथड 2. सी what is the impulse response, sorry, step response. This is my system. Impulse response means if I apply input signal as a unit step signal, if I apply step signal as a unit step signal, what is the my output? The output is the t e raised to the power minus t. This is the impulse response. सॉरी, दिस इज द स्टेप रिस्पॉन्स. यानी मैंने अगर स्टेप इनपुट लगाया तो मेरे को ये वाला आउटपुट मिलता है. सपोज हियर इफ आई डायरेक्टली डू द लाप्लास आर एस, द लाप्लास ऑफ इनपुट, द लाप्लास ऑफ यूटी विल बी 1 upon s. एंड व्हाट इज द लाप्लास ऑफ आउटपुट? इट विल बी 1 upon s plus 1 whole square. The Laplace of t e raised to the power minus t. So what will be the transfer function? The transfer function is the Laplace of output to the Laplace of input variable. 1 upon s plus 1 whole square divide by 1 by s. Laplace of output, Laplace of the input. It is become s upon s plus 1 whole square. So आपने इस मेथड से किया, you are getting s upon s plus 1 का होल स्क्वायर, एंड दिस मेथड s upon s plus 1 whole square. So you can choose any method you are liking. Either choose the method number 1 and method number 2. So today we have learned three things: how you will find out the transfer function of an electrical system, how you will find out the transfer function of a mechanical system, and how you will find out the transfer function if the signal response is given. सबके लिए मैंने आपको steps लिखवा दिए हैं. You have to follow that steps only. Even a layman can do. ये layman can find out the transfer function of the system. Only follow that step. खाली आपको बच्चों की तरह उस step को follow करना है. Is it clear? सब बच्चों को clear है? Okay, I give some question as a homework. This is your homework. Try to solve these questions at the home. As much as question you will solve yourself, it will boost your confidence. This is a mechanical system. It has two spring elements, K1 and K2. One mass element M. I am applying the force on the mass, and due to this force, a linear displacement occur K. So you have to find out what is the transfer function. What is the transfer function of this mechanical system? This is the question number 1. And the second question is, the step response of the system is 1 minus e raised to the power minus 3t. If signal (3ut) plus delta t is applied, that means the input is the combination of a step signal and the impulse signal. What will be response of the system? What will be response or output of the system? That means if I am applying the step signal, then I am getting this much of output. If you apply this input signal, then what will be the output? तब output आपको क्या मिलता है? One more question I can give for the electrical network. Suppose there is a resistor of 1 ohm, capacitor of 1 farad, resistor of 1 ohm, inductor of 1 Henry, resistor of 1 ohm, the capacitor of 2 farad. Here you are applying the input Vi, and here you are get the output V naught t. What will be the Laplace of the system? Sorry, what is the transfer function of system? So I have given 3 questions as an homework. Just try to solve yourself these questions. If you are able to solve these questions, it will boost your confidence. These all question was asked in the GATE and the EAC exam. आपको सिर्फ स्टेप यूज करना है, एक एक स्टेप को आप फॉलो करिए. यू विल एबल टू सॉल्व ऑल दीज क्वेश्चन. नहीं होता है तो इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास आई विल डिस्कस दीज क्वेश्चन टुमारो. चलिए आज के लिए काफ़ी टाइम हो गया. सो आई विल वाइंड अप हियर. सो वी विल मीट टुमारो. प्लीज़ ट्राई टू सॉल्व दीज क्वेश्चन योर सेल्फ. जितना पॉसिबल है अच्छा रहेगा. एंड ट्राई टू शेयर दीज वीडियो एज मच एज पॉसिबल. मैंने आपको बताया था ये फ्री इनिशिएटिव है. इस वीडियो को जितना शेयर करोगे अपने ग्रुप्स के अंदर उतना ही ज़्यादा बेनिफिशियल रहेगा. कोई भी आपका फ्रेंड है जो रीड कर पढ़ना चाहता है फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट, उसको आप लेके आइए, यहाँ बिठाइए. यू विल गेट द बेस्ट क्वालिटी हेयर. ओके बच्चों, बच्चा लोगों को तब तक के लिए गुड नाइट, टेक केयर.